There for you, and I just, in case you missed something, I'll just read it. Seth, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks everyone for being here today. Since John Kasich began his campaign for governor, Congressman Kasich has refused to be straight with the people of Ohio. For months, he has touted his reckless and radical tax plan, which would create a 45% hole in the state budget and devastate local school districts, libraries, police and fire departments, and more. And he's refused to say what cuts he would make and over what time frame he would take to implement. What's he hiding? Congressman Kasich once bragged about his Wall Street insider status while commentating on Fox News and in promotional materials for paid speaking engagements. Now he downplays his role at Lehman Bros. You won't find any mention of these 7 years of his life on his website, and you won't find him talking about it on the campaign trail. I ask, what is he hiding? Last week on Good Friday, Congressman Kasich's campaign made available a portion of his 2008 tax return for a short period for some of you here today. I hope you didn't get writer's cramp from scribbling down the information which you were allowed to take down within the allotted time frame. This bizarre cloak and dagger process raised more questions than it answered. Again, what is he hiding? What we do know is that after nearly 2 decades in Washington fighting for Wall Street and big corporations, Congressman Kasich chose to cash in on those policies at Lehman Bros. This is what John Kasich considers, quote, success. We know that the year before Lehman collapsed, he raked in a $432,000 bonus, 9 times what the average Ohio family makes in a year. He collected this bonus even as foreclosures skyrocketed and Wall Street greed was leading our economy toward a global recession. This is also what John considers, quote, success. And while countless questions remain unanswered, we're happy to know that John's attempt at book writing was about as successful as his campaign for president in 2000. What we don't know, however, is the following. How much did he make at Lehman Brothers from 2001 to 2007? How much did he make in bonuses? Who were his Lehman Brothers clients? How much did those clients pay him? Do those companies have an interest here in the state of Ohio? And what deals was he part of? For which special interests did he give paid speeches? How much did he make at each of these paid speeches? And do any of these companies have interests here in the state of Ohio? And why didn't he release all of his tax returns, even including the 2008 return? What is John Kasich hiding? Thus far in the campaign, John Kasich has insulted the voters of Ohio. He has said the voters aren't paying attention. Joe Hallett of the Columbus Dispatch quoted him saying, quote, "These specifics will be answered when I'm ready to answer them, not when the questions are asked," end quote. When it comes to openness and transparency, John Kasich and Ted Strickland could not be further apart. As a candidate for the highest office in Ohio, Congressman Kasich owes it to the voters to be fully transparent about the details of his past employment, just as Ted Strickland has been and will continue to be. In fact, when Governor Strickland was running for governor in 2006, he released his 6 previous years of tax returns to the public so that Ohioans could see where his income came from and whether it presented any conflicts of interest. That same year, Republican gubernatorial nominee Kim Blackwell was the first candidate in history to not release 5 years of his tax returns. And during this campaign, Congressman Kasich has proposed a radical tax plan that has been called, quote, more draconian than Kim Blackwell's, end quote. Between his radical policies and his lack of transparency, it's clear that Congressman Kasich plans to follow in Kim Blackwell's footsteps during this campaign. Despite his half-hearted attempt at transparency last Good Friday, John Kasich has not put this matter to rest. I ask again, what is he hiding? I'd be happy to answer any questions that you may